before Pat was diagnosed in early May of 2021, I thought she was one of the healthiest persons I knew.
I met Pat Tarantino after she had been having pain in her hip. She had had an X-ray followed by an MRI that showed a very large cancer in her hip. Her doctors then did a CAT scan of the remainder of her body, and it showed a mass in her pancreas. Patrice first received standard but very aggressive chemotherapy for her pancreatic cancer. And there was a period that she improved and got stronger.
And from that point in time, in the late May, early June, until Christmas, she was Pat again. She went for a treatment, she had chemo, she didn't feel great every single day, but on the whole, she was herself. And she was a mom and a mime, that's what the French word for grandmother is. She was a mime, she was a mom, she was my wife, she was my best friend, again. And that was really a wonderful period of time.
And during that time, I got to meet the Tarantinos, and I got to learn about them as a family. And John was always there at her side. He was there at all her appointments, helping her. And he told me about her family. And that's one of the beautiful parts about being a doctor, that I get to be part of their family.
We wanted Pat to have, as good a life, as fulfilling a life, as normal a life as she possibly could have for as long as she could have it. And then in early January, Pat's cancer antigen numbers from the blood tests started to go back up again. And as they went up, she started to feel ill. And then within a few weeks, the tumor had spread to other organs, and she was becoming more and more ill. At that point in time, we knew that the time was probably going to be short. We talked, and we decided that we just didn't want to accept what would happen, that we wanted to do something positive from it. The best thing that we could do, other than continuing to follow Dr. Safran's instructions and directions, was to donate as much money as we could. I try every day to do something that's positive, something that I feel is a memory of Pat, something that I know that she would like, and something that I hope will make things better for others.
It's important to me that we're able to foster this community of gratitude that enables us to do this research in pancreatic cancer and other cancers.
Someday there will be a cure, and my prayer, I pray every single day for this, that I'll be alive when that happens, so that, whatever strength I have left at that time, I'll be able to shout out, pancreatic cancer, Pat beat you.